Hey, good people, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you're doing good. After a day's break, I'm back. Time is around 6:30 here. And I'm doing a couple of episodes. This second episode is going to be a little bit longer than usual. So I've been doing a little bit shorter list. Like I'm putting like 6 fragrances, 8 fragrances in a list. But today I decided like let's put 15 fragrances after a long time. So maybe, you want to see a few more. So this is summer list. And the theme today is some of the best smelling summer perfumes. So here, I have tried to mix up with affordable fragrances, different types of fragrances. Like it's not just all blue or all citrus or all musky or all fruity. So there are going to be variation, but you can find like these fragrances, like as I told you, from designer all the way to niche pricing. So its price is going to vary. So I would say, looking at the collection, what I have here, it's like you start from 20, 25 bucks, okay, or $30 or more. Yeah, $20 all the way to something like 150, 200. Okay, so whatever is your case. And these are from my personal experience. Maybe not the best performing, some of them, but when you talk about the smell, for me, I understand after 8-9 years of fragrance game, most important thing is that blend, what makes you happy. Some fragrances are very beast mode but very stinky or headache inducing, synthetic. I don't like that. So let's go one by one. And I don't want to speak very in-depth on each because they are all reviewed on my channel. You can check. So first fragrance I'm going to tell you, this is discontinued. Get a bottle if you haven't already. This one can be spotty in longevity sometimes, but I really enjoy this perfume. It's called John Varvatos Artisan Pure. Since the day I got it, absolutely no regrets. Even though this is not a 10, for performance, for the smell, it makes up for it. Really nice smelling fragrance, very soothing, relaxing, citrusy, kind of like a Tom Ford style fragrance. Okay, so John Varvatos Artisan Pure, a very, very beautiful bottle and 125 ml juice. So that's how we're going to do it. Second one is going to be not Lalik, this is Rojas, okay? Eau De Rochas, okay? Eau De Rochas or Rochas. Many people say different ways. I say Rojas perhaps, or Rochas, or Rochas, okay? So Eau De Rochas is essentially the citrusy, lemony, little bit of a herbal green. Maybe there's a hint of rosemary or something like that. So this fragrance, I always enjoy that a lot. Like some fragrances like 4711 Cologne, I enjoyed immensely, but it just for 10 minutes. But this thing is going to give you a little bit more, 3 to 4 good hours on a normal day. This one performs. So for those cricket lovers, final match, your perform what happening. Those who understand the reference. Anyway, so this is really beautiful, but reminds me of Dior Sauvage, same style. This Armani Eau Puro and Dior Sauvage, same family. This is really something as a man you should collect. I'm telling you, it's not very expensive and it is a little bit rare, not found everywhere. Pre-order this and get it. Maybe a smaller bottle. You'll enjoy this immensely for summer. Really nice smelling perfume, underrated. Eau De Rochas or Rochas. Next one, I hyped it up. This is a little bit strong. Okay, this is one of the stronger with the plum, a little bit of icy notes. You guys know what I'm talking about. This is Rasasi Hawas Ice. Just this fragrance just getting better and better in time in performance, one thing. Second thing is this thing is sweet. Original Hawas was more ocean like. Yeah, this one also has that kind of like ambergris feel, but fruity. And Hawas basically similar to Invictus Aqua, the original. This one is a little bit different deviation. So you don't need both. You don't need Hawas or Hawas Ice. If you finish Hawas, get Hawas Ice because of this point. And this is much affordable. This smells like the ocean and really fruitiness. Like let's say in Malaysia, you have a drink, okay? Lemon ice limau with a little bit Assam boy, like a little bit sour fruit. This reminds me of that, okay? So Hawas Ice by Rasasi. Next one, definitely one of my most favorite fragrances of all time. This is Versace Versense. Versace Versense is for women, okay? And it's discontinued, very hard to find. When it was available, it was not very expensive. And I absolutely loved it because this literally is like a beast mode fragrance. If you're looking for a performer, this is right here. A fragrance I would suggest even over Versace Puro, Versace Manu Fresh, because those things don't last. This one does. It's more feminine leaning on the dry down, but I think if you love citrus lemon, you can definitely give it a try. This thing, it's a gem that nobody talks about. Versace Versense, okay? Check it out. Green juice, beautiful bottle. Next one from this line is the best for summer. Really nice smelling fragrance. It's hard to find now, more expensive. YSL Y Eau Fraiche or Fresh, okay? I picked it up. I wanted to pick up Guerlain Low Medial Cologne and Givenchy's a gentleman cologne, but I think I like this a little bit more over the two because overall performance is better than both of those. One thing. Second thing is that opening lemon and mixes with that beautiful YSL Y, but it gives like a more icy, sort of like a frosted look. You can see it gives that vibe. It's very cooling, and I really enjoy this for summer. Very high class fragrance, but very expensive. Okay, but I like this DNA YSL Y Eau Fraiche. Next one, Big Smile. This is the cheapest fragrance in this list, and I love it for that. This one I always go for 200 ml. Blue Seduction by Antonio Banderas. Okay, take a look at the juice color. If you can imagine what this one can smell like, it smells like the sea, the ocean, and mixes with like lemon, you know, like lime, very citrusy oceanic fragrance. And this is very clean and fresh, you know, like when I smell this, absolute happiness. This one on me sometimes lasts like 2 to 3 hours, but sometimes doesn't last that much. But I really like the way this smells. It's like perfect going to the beach, you know, or if you're a student, stay in the class, perfect scent. Okay, everybody loves this. Blue Seduction by Antonio Banderas. Next one is a fragrance I'm not quite sure 100% everybody's gonna like it. I'm liking it, it's growing on me, but I'm still studying this fragrance, okay, because this is a high class fragrance, very high class house, but for the price of designer niche quality. This is Brioni For Men Eclat. I think this is also an EDP concentration. Longevity can be spotty. Okay, I noticed it when I wear this. Sometimes I'm getting the nice little projection in the high heat, but in AC room, this one doesn't want to project. This one has rose play. You know, I get rose, and sometimes I get a feel of Terre d'Hermes, like Eau De Rochas. So it's somewhere in those style. Okay, and it reminds me of Guerlain, some fragrances, Bvlgari. Okay, and if you like Un Jardin line, this one is in that realm, but very high class, musky, dry down, and it's different. It's very different than any of the other summer fragrances. If you want in your rotation a great summer classic fragrance like Abbey Rouge, but lighter, you know, with a lot of character, this is a good, like an interesting character. Okay, Brioni For Men Eclat. Thanks to the brothers from India and Bangladesh for recommending me this. I pre-ordered that blind buy. Next one. This is the different, a little bit different in this list. Like this is different than the other brothers here. This is Bvlgari Men Black Cologne. Hard to find, more expensive now. Back in the days, it used to be 55, 65 bucks. Good old days. You know, I miss those days when perfumes were affordable. And I had this and I felt like I was in a rush. I sold it off. And this one and Black Korean, these two. And I will tell you, I made a mistake. I got them both, but much higher price tag. This fragrance right here, it mixes two great fragrances. Two, just simply. Bvlgari Men in Black, the original. And then if you talk about, what's the other fragrance? Man, I know this one. I had it, Chanel Allure Sport Eau Extreme, I think. Yeah, it's kind of smells like both these fragrances together, but less musky, and everything is the right proportion. The musk, the pepper, the citruses, everything is just great, and it lasts for a very long time. I would say this is a great unique fragrance with a great longevity for summer. Okay, Bvlgari Men Black Cologne. Okay, so there you go. It should be hyped more because this is a great cologne. Next one, back to orange fragrances. Okay, this is the one I got recently, a backup bottle of, because I was missing my bottle. I have another bottle that I have about 20 ml left, but I was like, that's not enough. I need to get back this in my rotation. This is the fragrance that inspired me to do this list today. Okay, because how nice this smells. If you just love orange, just take a look at this. Everything's Orange County. Okay, and even the atomizer is orange. I like doing this, okay, in the morning because it brings back like freshness, like morning dew. If you like fragrance like Mugler Cologne, Ultra Zest, it will be right up your alley. Longevity, not the best, but it is more of a watery, aquatic lemon and orange combo. Beautiful. If you do not have this, give it a try. Go to a mall and try this. Clinique Happy For Men, so beautiful for summer. Next one is summer, but also orange, but not weak. This is good longevity in this fragrance. Okay, so this one, I think it's from House of Paris Corner, and the whole name is too long, but I call this Quatre 4. Okay, this fragrance, look at that bottle. This I think is inspired by Afternoon Swim, or which one is it? I forgot the name. By Louis Vuitton, one of the Lemon Seed, Afternoon Swim, or one of the other ones. Afternoon Swim was the other one. Anyway, so it's one of those Louis Vuitton inspired fragrances, but man, when you spray this, the opening is like Ultra Zest. And the thing is, it's like not quite a creamsicle, but this fragrance continues to push really nice, like scent bubble around you. It's not too high heat. It will really last and perform well on your shirt. It does perform better than Clinique's Happy For Men. And I prefer this fragrance because this one has some little bit like a tea or a masculine dry down, which I really like. Perfect for summer, only for summer. Okay. So this is called North Stag, Paris Corner, Expressions. I think, I don't know. I lost track. Quatre. Just call it Quatre. That would do. Is it called Quatre, or how do you pronounce it? Okay. So you have last five. Last five, I'll start with number 5, Polo Blue. Okay, this is my personal favorite. When I suggest fragrances, I do not want to suggest something that is hyped. This is not hyped in the community. Nobody knows this nowadays, okay? The Polo Blue perfume, people like it more leather, a little bit more polished, a little bit more oomph. This one doesn't have the oomph, but this one has the fresh burst of aquatic, okay? There's a cucumber note, there's a little bit of oak moss at the base, but it's not what you're thinking. It's not like oak moss, like a jungle or anything. When you enter a room, people look at you and like, thank you for bringing us freshness. You know, I got compliments like that from this. And when you enter office from outside, very hot and humid, you'll bring so much freshness with you. This is what I love more than Versace Purum. This was my Versace Purum in my college and university days. Always love it. Always, I'm going to get a big 200 ml bottle of this. Yeah, let's do it. You know, like that movie. Someone said I get distracted very quite easily. That's just me, old guy. But I have to tell you the story because I remember it. You know, Harold and Kumar go to White Castle. Before they go to White Castle, they stop by another burger joint, and where the White Castle used to be. And there's a bro, and he was like, "Bro, if you're craving for, you know, White Castle, our burgers just don't cut it." And then he's like, makes me wanna burn down this mofo, you know. And he's like, "Hey!" And then he starts breaking down everything. You know, funny scene. Check out that movie. Harold and Kumar go to White Castle. One of the best films. Inspired me to be opening a restaurant. Okay, once. Next one. Prada L'Homme, classy fragrance, iris, a little bit powdery, a little bit watery. And this fragrance, I don't wear every day anymore, like Savage, this. But there are certain days I have the mood. I'm like, where is my Prada L'Homme at? You're looking like an old man, like, you know, like you try to find out for the cap, you know, and there's the famous cap. So this is one of the best for summer. And this from the best in Prada, one of the best top 3 for me. Prada Amber is my number 1, but this is like number 2. For summer, Prada L'Homme is just so good. It smells like a fresh, clean bar of soap. You may agree, may not agree, but iris goodness. Top 3. Number 3, you will not be surprised. I do stand by my opinion. This is Kenzo Homme Marine. Okay, one of the best summer performers. Okay, it is a little bit aquatic, a little bit watery, and not as peppery or as strong as Kenzo Homme EDT Intense or EDP. But for summer, it projects. Man, if you're just going somewhere 1 kilometer ahead of you, people will be like, not exactly, but not literally, but technically, you know. Like people will notice your fragrance. It's like a massive scent cloud. You know, I just say it with so much passion. So I compared this with Bvlgari Aquamarine. I think this is Bvlgari Aquamarine's younger and more modern formulation, something like that. And the Aquamarine is so expensive now. Get this instead. Even it's better than Aqua Atlantic. No eggy smell. Okay, beautiful bottle, beautiful smell. Check it out on the best like designer houses, I think, in my humble opinion, and best designer fragrance in recent times. Number 2 and number 1, a little bit expensive fragrance. I just love showing these. Yeah, I selected correct order. Tom Ford, Beau de Jour. Okay, this is a barbershop fragrance, and this one uses lavender to perfection. And I think Tom Ford made a mistake. You know what is this mistake? They used to have this in more expensive line. They made it more reachable for people, and they sort of decreased the price. And it's not like $50, you know, but 150 bucks, you know, within that. This is one of the best amount of money you can spend on a quality fragrance with beast mode longevity. This one, not just lavender, it has some citruses, which makes it very interesting opening. Like it's like a easier opening than something like sartorial or burning barbershop. Very wearable, very classy, very long lasting. One of my favorite DNF for summer. This is something you can start as a barbershop. Man, Zino Davidoff is the darker brother of it, but this is beautiful. Beau de Jour by Tom Ford. Number 1. Yeah, I'm going to keep it under 15 minutes. This is my most favorite Apple-based perfume at the current moment. It's very expensive, no doubt. And I would not recommend you to pay full retail for it, because maybe you can buy a refill. That would be better. Apple Brandy on the Rocks by Kilian. It's a buy. Never mind. I'm sorry. I said do not blind buy, but I did say it's buy. It's kind of like clashing. But when you smell something so good, I love Angel Share, but Angel Share is more sweet, more boozy, oak, kind of like a winter is great for that. But this thing right here, people wear for winter, but that beautiful, the sour apple, just so good, so good. If you want more affordable budget version of it, go for Lacoste Style in Play. Similar concept, but Lacoste is more interesting in terms of the notes combination. This is just pure, plain, like a boozy liquor with an apple accord. Okay, beautiful, fresh apples from it, and performance is just stellar. People smell it around you a lot. Okay, thanks for watching. So these are some of my most favorite DNS. What are your favorites? And I know I missed out on many. You'll be complaining like, where is this? What is this? Sometimes you cannot make 100 in 15 list. Okay, so it happens, right? These are for fun and all. So hopefully you enjoy it, and happy holidays ahead of Eid. So I would like to wish you, if you're driving back, drive safe. Balik kampong, if Malaysian friends are going back, drive safe. Do not fall asleep, and have a coffee on the stop every now and then. Have a mee goreng, and then continue driving. And Selamat Hari Raya, Eid al Adha to everybody, and Eid Mubarak. Take care. Bye bye.